woods. He never did a lot of harm in this world, but he never did no good. People didn't like him much. They all thought he acted kind of funny, but the old man didn't care about people. All he cared about was his money. He stuck it down in mason jars and buried it all in the ground. And on certain nights when the moon was right, he would dig it up out of the ground. He'd pour it all out on the floor of his shack and he'd run his fingers through it. Yeah, Lucius Clay was a greedy old man, and that's all there was to it. Trash. They lived over on Carter's Creek. They were mean as a snake and sneaky as a cat and belligerent when they'd speak. One night the oldest brother said, "Y'all meet me over Woolly Swamp later. We'll take old Lucius's money and we'll feed him to the alligators." Shovel in his hand. 13 rusty mason jars was just dug up out of the sand. And they beat the old man and all went crazy. They picked him up off the ground. And they stood there and laughed as the black water sucked him down. Couldn't believe it. Just had to find out for myself that I couldn't receive it. But I never would have listened to nobody else, and I couldn't believe it. Shack picked up the money and ran. They didn't have nowhere to realize when they were running in quicksand. They struggled and they screamed, but they couldn't get away. Just before they went under, they could hear that old man laughing in a voice as loud as thunder. You can still go by there yet. There's a spot in the shack in the back of that yard where the ground was always wet. And on certain nights when the moon is right, down by that dark footpath, you can hear the three young men screaming,